Well, you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach. Give us a shot.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Trojans from Southern Cal. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Again.
He's tackled.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now. It's Charles. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he locates Walker, complete. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold him to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force him into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn, Clay the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already trailing 3-0 before he takes that first college snap. Here it is on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's in.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well. That one's incomplete.
Here's Scott to throw again. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Scott, he finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it to 3 yards.
At the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and... A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for number 18.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Scott. Open man is Galladay, complete. And brought down, but not before they're at the 25.
1st and 10.
15 yards on the play, first down. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Scott. He's got this. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. DeMarcus Jennings there to make the grab. And the Gators have taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards the pickup, and it'll give them the first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn, that's complete to Ward. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Washington. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 5. Good for a first down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the
Here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Flynn. And Walker has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. The Trojans come up now first and goal. Operating from the gun. Flynn to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Trojans have taken the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution, just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play. First down. First and 10, Florida.
49-yard line.
From the gun, Scott. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida, from 6 yards away. And the Gators have jumped out in front.
Mitchell Ray for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 remaining on second down. Operating from the gun, Flynn. That's complete. It's Charles. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10. Flynn. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Flynn. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Ellington now to return it. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Scott now throwing on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. A final shot before break. Flynn going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We can't have that.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Trojans 10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the gun, Scott looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive's starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offense.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Scott operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. From 10 yards out. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. The Gators going to line up and go for 2. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
So the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The Gators now with a first and 10.
45-yard line.
Off play action. Scott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback, and that certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the postgame press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach During the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
On first down, Flynn. It's caught to Charles. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Flynn. Dancing to his left.
Donald Flynn. That's good.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Orlando.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. Washington's got it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The USC punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Scott off the play fake. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. To throw is Scott. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Florida.
Touchdown, Florida.
As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to touch it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a draw play. Here's Charles. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Flynn. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Flynn's pass intended for...
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
At their own 26.
The SC offense about set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Flynn, this complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
First and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2-yard line.
From the gun, Flynn. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Flynn. And that is incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Quarterback runs it on the option.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Receiver, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the bootleg, Scott. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Throwing on first down. Flynn. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again. Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Florida Gators. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Wade in the gun. And Anderson's got it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
For Michigan State.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ellington. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And what's that one? Incomplete there.
Incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. From 21 yards away. And the Gators have taken the early lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
They'll run on 1st down. Young. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Young. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, Wade. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense will back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
40-yard line.
On first down, it's Young. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, you can't hold them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Number 15, incomplete. Brings up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ground, they go with Young, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24, Spartans nothing.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wade, and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 43. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Scott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 49 yards. And this offense is, and now they're going to fake it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Completes it to Dixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Wade. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. And a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Wade forced out to his left. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wade, and Dixon has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Young. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is Young on the carry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now they'll run on the draw, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. We do know there's some risk takers out.
And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Here's Scott. A final shot before break. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we're at halftime, and it's been all Gators thus far. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Ellington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's Jennings. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Jennings. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, this is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Michigan State now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's caught right side, Dixon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Wade. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
6 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer, keep him here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
To 3rd down and 14.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Florida's punter is out there now. Always a good sign when you're first. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down. Wade. And Dixon over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 30.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Wade. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Wade. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
29-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
33-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. So on the strength of 5 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Florida Gators are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. It wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already? Now I have to deal with you?
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Florida Gators.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. And this is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. You're the guy who's going to lead this team to victory. Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
You wonder if the pressure may be getting to this young Gator quarterback. They trail at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Thomas has got it, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team's got a pretty good alternative. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Taken down at the 43.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lynch throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 36.
For the Cornhuskers program, obviously so rich in history, great players, legendary coaches throughout the decades. It's almost surprising that this is their first foray into the college football playoff as they seek their 6th national title. Remember, they won back-to-back titles in the 70s, 70 and 71, and then 3 times in the 90s, 94, 95, and most recently, 1997.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And it's taken in at the 9. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long, and now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
The Gators now with a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Gators have jumped out in front. Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Foster, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. 1st and 10, Nebraska.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Brings up 3rd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other side. Sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the second half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this results in 6. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now left side on the swing pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lynch. Throw left side complete. It's Carter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Nebraska punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, Florida. Operating from the gun, Scott. Steps and he can't find a receiver, and he's Down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everybody's mind tonight. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews. You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but... no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Made sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. Wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
That's funny, because that's exactly what I was gonna say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
I just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be